Good snowy morning to you. Can you see the snow and the trees behind me? Hey, I've got a big transformation to make today. Taking that hat off. Boom. How about that? I wore my only slightly purple shirt. I'm gonna rep some Super Clean today, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a little bit bored. I'm trying to do interesting things, and in my own little bubble where I clean cars and go through the daily motion of life, if a company's gonna send me some free stuff because I have a YouTube channel, yeah, I'm stoked about that, dude. I'm not even gonna lie about that. So Super Clean sent me a bunch of stuff. Fine, thank you. This is my thank you note to them. I am not a big corporation. Everything here is totally transparent, but yeah, they sent me some stuff. I've used their stuff in the past, much earlier than this video when they're sending me free stuff. So yeah, I'll rep their stuff for a video and I'll try some of their product and I'll see what I think. They sent me a bunch of stuff in this box that I'll show you in just a second. All right, guys, I'm just grabbing some of the products out of this box that Super Clean sent me. This is your traditional Super Clean. I assume this is gonna spray in a traditional way out of the bottle. I don't know what they've got this diluted here, but I assume it's ready to use for most consumers. Now, I've used this in the past. I'll try to link a video above to safely washing your car. I liked this. The problem with this product is I didn't like the way it sprayed. And I have to show you what I am super excited about. This is Super Clean, and it's also a foamer, but it's in an aerosol can. This may have been around for 5 years. I don't know. It's been a while, Super Clean. So let's try a little 50-50, shall we? Let's try the Super Clean in the Easy Spray aerosol on this Tesla mat. And look at that foam. Isn't that cool? I mean, I know that the bathroom products a lot of us use have already done this for years, but with those IK foamers and stuff, it feels like you have to do all those pumps to get foam like that. Isn't that beautiful and effortless? I have no idea what this is going to cost you as a professional. Probably it costs money to have that ease of foam, but that to me is super cool. And then let's try the foam. Of course, I love foam because it clings, right? Let's see, do I have to turn something on? You see how kind of annoying this is? And this is why I didn't like the Super Clean foaming out of here. But you guys, this innovation is pretty cool. The fact that you can evenly foam everything. Right now, that's already breaking down a lot of the dirt on this particular mat. So look how much more effort. My wrist is literally, it is quite tired. I'm kind of like, oh, what a stupid product. I never want to buy this again. So I guess I would say, don't buy this. Sorry, Super Clean. But what I would say is, I mean, we're going to see how this cleans up, but this is really cool, man. I love, look at this foam on APC degreaser. I'm envisioning using this on tires. This is really easy, so I like this. So, I don't know, a couple of minutes of dwell time here. Another product they sent me was the all-wheel cleaner, so I'll use that for cleaning wheels on this Tesla. But this is the Tesla floor mat. Why don't I just go grab a hose and see what happens? So a couple minutes later, I'm interested in ease of use. Let's just try a hose, no agitation. And I'm sure a pressure washer would be ideal in a situation such as this. But if I can avoid having to set one up, it's always nice. So I'm at a customer's house, using their hose, trying to keep it easy. Work smarter, not harder, yeah. All right. So having just hosed this off, no agitation. I mean, that looks really good, you guys. Both sides look good. I liked foaming better, but both sides, they look really good. All right, so this is a coated Tesla Model S, but it's dirty. You can see she needs a good wash. So what I might do usually is just spray Optimum No Rinse, American Detailer Garage Wipeout on here. You know, just let it dwell for a couple of minutes, start encapsulating some of that dirt into those water beads. But today, I'm gonna try Super Clean because, you know, a good degreaser bath is perfectly safe. The coating can handle it. Chemicals actually do not hurt coatings. They can't take a coating away. The only thing that removes a coating is abrasion. So that's why the only way you can really remove a coating once it's on your vehicle is by, buffing it out. Okay, so I've foamed with Super Clean aerosol, And this is kind of the residue that's left behind. But if we get up close, you know, I have to assume that it's starting to break down some of the dirt that's on top of that coating. And you can kind of see right there as the foam just clings to the dirt and slowly moves. You know, I spent all winter inside of garages, and I used to just love getting outside, but really what's great about a garage is you're avoiding direct sunlight. You don't have to worry about water spots. I sprayed some of the super clean aerosol on the tires there as well, just to give it another touchless, you know, method. And look, it really is breaking down. You can see the brown on those tires. So maybe without touching this, I can get away with a couple different super clean baths before I dress those tires. So I'm gonna go ahead and hose this off. All right, testing it out here. Probably let that dwell no longer than a minute. Just nice to get a lot of that dirt and grime. What's cool about Super Clean, and I love working out of direct sunlight, as I said, is, you know, it is powerful stuff. And if you use it carefully, and if you use it out of direct sunlight, and if you just manage your dwell time, you know, do a test spot if you need to. I mean, I remember why I used to use Super Clean all the time, and it just works. I mean, isn't that a beautiful thing when you try to do a job and what you have just works? You don't have to tinker with your method. You can keep a lot closer to a standard operating procedure. I know Super Clean can cause damage just like any degreaser or all-purpose cleaner. And I get that if you have a big shop, you probably need to manage, you know, the use of your all-purpose cleaners and degreasers just for new employees and such. But as we look at this, I mean, you can see there's a coating in there, the way that water is behaving. But yeah, I'd say it's a lot cleaner. I mean, it looks ready for a rinseless wash. All right, let's try Super Clean All-Wheel Cleaner. They say to spray from about 6 inches away. Let it dwell for like 30 seconds. Again, I don't like these triggers from Super Clean. I don't like the way that this trigger, how much work it is, and I don't like the little squirts of foam that it produces. Like, I prefer something easier to use that gives me a wider foam. Like, we all love the foam cannon look, right? We all love foam once it starts to cling and do its thing. I'm gonna just throw this on the tires just to see. I'm always interested in what can I do that's touchless, if at all possible. So I'm getting there in the barrels, and I'm totally out of direct sunlight here on a pretty chilly spring day, so I'm not at all concerned about dwell time here. But if you were in direct sunlight, I wouldn't even be messing around this long. After 30 seconds, I'd be getting this off the panel. With Super Clean, it has a really high pH, so it has a really, really great ability to clean. But you just want to be careful when it comes to letting it sit on anything, whether it's rubber floor mat or your paint or your wheel, for too long, especially in direct sunlight. All right, I'd say about 30 seconds of dwell time. Let's grab the hose. We could probably give it a little bit more firepower, right? It's a wheel after all. There we go. Now these rims looked pretty good. This vehicle has been coated with Ceramic Pro wheel and caliper, and once we get it all washed, it's been coated with a silver coating as well. So it should clean up pretty nicely. And that's probably worth mentioning, that this is a coated vehicle, and so it's probably gonna clean up just a little bit nicer than your average ride. But I mean, look at that, you guys. All right, guys, here's what those Super Clean rinse off and walk away floor mats look like. That's pretty good. I mean, anyone who details knows floor mats are really easy to get clean, but really hard to make look perfect. That's really not bad. I mean, that's an acceptable result for a floor mat. I always tell my customers, your floor mats are clean, but they're not always gonna look perfect because there's so much grime that just wants to collect, and it actually has been steamed and cleaned, and guess what? These floor mats, in just a second, are gonna get dirty again. We can dress them up and make them look shiny. It'll hide all those brown spots, but guess what? It's gonna be really slippery, and that's a liability. So I'm very pleased with this no scrub result. Okay, so I way fast forwarded this video, had some camera storage issues, but let me just show you how well this cleaned up. So we did the Super Clean foam, and when I rinsed it off with the hose, it just came off so nicely. And then I went over with my rinseless wash, Optimum no rinse diluted. You know, they say 256 to 1. I usually put like 2 or 3 ounces in there. I just love the lubricity of more product. And I love that Optimum no rinse does what it says it's going to do and is reasonably priced. So it basically rinsed off real well. The only spots on my towel that got dirty from the ONR wash were on the bottom. And that's usually where, you know, you're kind of scooping on it. There's a good chance the Super Clean didn't even touch some of those spots that got dirty on my rag. But you can always tell how you've pre-treated a vehicle by how dirty your rag gets as you're doing your rinseless wash. So after that, I did my ONR wash. I did a paint prep bath, just sprayed, I believe I've got Americana Stripper sitting around here somewhere. And then I wiped that down, and then I put Optimum Hyper Seal over here. So anyway, I think the vehicle came out great, and Super Clean's products were actually pretty amazing as like a touchless solution to those wheelbarrows, to those rims, to those tires, especially when you're trying to move quickly. So this is the Super Clean in the regular bottle. If I'm a DIYer at home, I may just buy this. It comes out in this classic spray, right? Just the liquid form. It's fine, and I'll tell you as I show you the slight mess I've made here. Okay, here are the Super Clean products left. The all-wheel cleaner seemed to do a really nice job of being touchless. I might consider buying this, actually. That was really nice. I did follow up with an ONR dampened towel over the rims there as a final step. This stuff is amazing. The spray aerosol can. It solves all of my issues with this particular trigger and the Super Clean foaming, which is a good product. I just don't like the way it foams as far as pulling that trigger. So this was amazing. The con? 1 card, I'm done. 1 card to use this luxuriously like, you know, a foam cannon in your hand. This was a lot of fun. If money were no option, were no object, I'd probably buy a lot of these, and I may still, because this was so easy on my body as far as, you know, pumping this stupid sprayer and just getting like, you know, trickles of like foam. This was amazing. And it did a great job, like I said, of pre-treating all these panels. I then went in and did a paint prep, hyper seal, and I just think this vehicle looks fantastic. So I don't know, can you use Super Clean on a Tesla? I think I've answered that question, you guys. I would say that my mind may be made up, and I may be switching to Super Clean, because this was just so easy to do, not a lot of scrubbing, and a lot of results. You just have to use common sense. I love that I was working out of direct sunlight here. I'm actually pretty surprised. So guys, like I said, I am pleasantly surprised by Super Clean's line of products. I think when you get into, oh, I'm a professional detailer, kind of in your head, you stop using the stuff that you know consumers use. And that's kind of silly, because the stuff designed for consumers works, and it works well. To pre-treat panels, to touchlessly deal with some maintenance rubber floor mats, I'm really impressed with that aerosol foamer. I think I'm going to be buying more. So thanks to Super Clean for letting me try your product. I want to share a couple of thoughts with you here, because Super Clean gave me this brochure, and they seem to be very proud of the fact that on the pH scale, they're a 13. What that tells me is that this particular product is an amazing cleaner, but it's so far away from pH neutral. So my word to the wise for folks out there is know what you're doing. If you clean carpets with Super Clean, and they've got dilution ratios that they gave me as well. I didn't use these on carpets today. If you're going to use these on carpets, you should know a little bit about what happens to carpets. If you clean them with a high pH, you'll clean them extremely well. But if you leave carpets at a high pH, 13 for example, it's going to re-soil extremely easily. And that's why you'd use an alkaline neutralizing rinse. So more something on the acidic scale, something in the 3, 4, 5 pH range. You put that in your extractor. Now we're involving an extractor, you guys. And you're rinsing out the Super Clean at the 13. You're introducing a lot of the 5, the 4. The idea is that you're removing a lot of this. What's left is neutralized, and your carpets end up somewhere in this neutral range. They're not going to resoil as quick, and they're going to be just in the best pH balance for the health of your carpet and the look of your carpet as well. I mean, that's really what it's about, right? You want your carpet to be clean, but also to look clean. So this will do a great job in the short term of annihilating dirt. Just know that in the long term, you're not doing the best for that carpet if you don't rinse it with an extractor.